and welcome back to my playthrough of Fallen City of Karez. I'm not doing really good, it seems. I fell back to the state of a town during the last episode because I basically missed to send someone to the adventures out there. I think this was in round 4 or so. I completely missed it, and pretty much 4 of my citizens died because of my little house rule here, and I was not really gaining enough new citizens to bring me back to the village level. But I'm pretty sure I will be able to correct this during this episode. On top of this, I also lost an entire party. I think I sent them to the ruins and they have been wiped out entirely. This was really not that cool. So one thing I really have to do during this round is to basically get some additional heroes. In respect to placement, this will be pretty straightforward. So let's send one adventurer here, one adventurer there. This gives me 1 piece of gold. Here I have to kill one of those adventurers, or basically upgrade him to be a hero. I also have to spend 1 piece of gold. I get this piece of gold, of course, by the end of this round. And this is for the adventurers. I still have some citizens left, so again I will send 2 of those citizens here to the lava mill. Therefore I have to also assign one of my guild tokens. And because a lot of those awesome buildings are locked in this round, because the city is a village, I cannot really do much. So I think I will send 1 worker here, 2 workers there. I don't have to spend any tokens on this, and unfortunately I can also not really buy a building because you see it for yourself. The barracks belong to the town level, which I'm currently not in, and I think I still don't have enough gold anyways. But of course I must not forget to send someone to the ruins or to the Labyrinth, but I'm pretty sure I will not be able to send 2 parties. I'm down to 2 heroes. I get 1 back, but no, I think that's a risk I'm not willing to take. And here are already 3 thread cubes on it, so I think I will send someone here to the ruins and maybe take care of the Labyrinth the next round. Ha! And I nearly forgot to send one of my guild tokens, basically the last, to the caravan here, because this just gives me 1 item. Awesome! So let's start here. Here I get a gold, there I get a gold. Let's send those guys back to the city center. This one will be removed. I get this gold later, I must not forget to grab it. Let's take those coins, and here I'm allowed to draw 2 heroes and choose one. And this time we found a ranger, and 1 arrow I did was in respect to those arrows of doom. Here they are clearly mentioning they're for the ranger, not for the rogue. Luckily I only misused them once, so hopefully you are good. So in this case I will really go for the ranger. I will assign the arrows of doom accordingly, which is, I think, good to know. The Templar will just get discarded this time. Let's produce another piece of gold. They go back to the city center. Here we build another instant item, another might potion. That's not too bad actually. And here we build another item, the throwing axes. That's not too bad. I can basically change 1 die basically by 1 number up or down. That's awesome. And I'm really thinking, maybe I should give this one to the rogue now, because he's now lost his arrows of doom to the ranger. I think this is definitely something I want to go for. So let's pay 2 gold and buy this one here immediately. And last but not least, in this activation phase, I will activate the caravan to grab myself 1 item. And what do we have here? A 2-handed sword. Wow, it makes me slower, but it gives me 2 red dice. Okay, that's tough. That's not really a tough decision, to be honest. I really should have gone there first before I bought the throwing axes for the rogue. This is now really something I have to think about. Of course, I will grab it, that's for sure. But I guess I will not assign the two-handed sword right now because it really slows me down. I still have the protection cloak from the last round, and I will also assign this to the ranger. He gets one additional green die, so this guy is really nasty now. And I still have the orb of fire, and right now I think I will assign the orb of fire to the rogue. He gets one red die for this, but unfortunately I don't get the additional die. But maybe sooner or later I will get back one of those nice wizards. But overall, that's a pretty nice party, and I think we can now get into the adventure phase. As I'm only allowed to send 2 heroes to the ruins, I decided to send the ranger and the knight. The knight, with 4 offense dice and 1 defense die here. And the ranger, I really want to see how well he does during his very first adventure. So I think let's just get started. Let's draw our first enemy. This would be a humanoid enemy. And here we see a witch. Wow, this is a nasty witch, that's for sure. She rolls 4, wow, yeah, really, 4 offense dice. And let me see, unfortunately I'm not able to take her down. Yes, I am. So this arrow, or those arrows of doom, will definitely do 1 damage here against the witch, and the ranger will go first in this encounter. The ranger will roll 2 dice, 1 because of the arrows of doom, 1 because of his base skill, and 2 green defense dice, so 1 for the protection cloak and 1 for his base skill here as well. So let's see how well he does. Wow, that's pretty cool, to be honest, because this 3 will inflict another point of damage. So the witch takes 1 point of damage because of the arrows of doom. This is tapped. We cannot really use the protection cloak, but at least we rolled a 1 and a 2 on the defense die. So overall, this was definitely pretty nice. And we inflicted another point of damage on the witch here because of our rolls. So overall, that's not too bad. Unfortunately, she will now hit back, and she will hit simultaneously with the knight, who will also roll 4 dice and 1 additional green die. So overall, that's a lot of dice, that's for sure. Let's see what we roll. And I think we should be kind of okay, I guess, because for sure we got rid of the witch. That's already good news. This is enough. Then the witch rolled 1-1. This is cancelled by the defense die. Then she rolled a 2. This is also cancelled by the second defense die. Unfortunately, she rolled another 1, so the knight definitely takes 1 hit, and here the remaining green die doesn't do us any good in this encounter. But overall, we got rid of the witch. We take 1 hit here for the knight, and then we jump directly into the next encounter, and this one is another trap. Okay, I readied all of our items here because we are allowed to use the protection cloak again. Let's draw our trap. This is a trapdoor with an automatic 2, and this is bad news for the knight, so we really have to roll something good here. In total we roll 1, 2, 3 defense die. That's overall not too bad, and we still have to roll 2 additional blue dice. So let's see how well we roll. And as some of you might already know, I'm not really a very good dice roller. So let's see, don't roll something bad. I think this is okay because those 2 doesn't pose a threat. Second good news is we rolled the right defense die for the automatic 2 here. So overall, the knight doesn't take another hit point, and yeah, the remaining dice really we can just ignore, so we just passed this trapdoor. Awesome. Okay, let's face our last encounter for this adventure, another humanoid enemy, and here we see another giant rolling 2 blue dice. Cool thing is we automatically hit with the arrows of doom, so let's immediately take care of that, and then let's just roll some dice for the ranger who will go first. Again, we only roll 2 green dice and 2 red dice, and let's see. Okay, I think we can use the 2 at least, but unfortunately we didn't roll anything useful in order to get rid of the giant. We are looking for force here, but at least we were able to kind of defend the knight. Let's deactivate those 2 items here for the ranger, so we can no longer use them during this encounter. Now it's basically the giant versus the knight. And ideally we are looking for 2 red 4s. Okay, at least 1 4 we rolled here, but there is also bad news. So here's the 4 for the giant. That's a good start, but the giant was also able to roll a 3 and our defense die was only a 4. Doesn't do us any good. So also the ranger is hurt, so we have to jump into the next fight round. Yeah, and this time it's basically only 1 die versus 1 die attack and 1 defense die, and we are still looking for 1 4 here. So let's see. That's not good enough, and the 6 also doesn't do us any good, so we have to go into the next fight round. And this can be really a very close call, because both of our heroes are wounded, and yeah, I really should have sent 1 additional piece of equipment with the ranger. I just see that here I'm really playing very poorly. I could have also sent in the throwing axes or the orb of fire with the ranger. Wow, this really sucks, but okay, let's roll some dice here and really hope to see red 4. Come on, where are you? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This was a total useless roll, so we didn't hit either of our heroes or the enemy in this case, so we can directly jump into the next fight round. So again, it's the ranger rolling his 2 dice, so let's do that right away. Hopefully we are rolling a 4. Come on. Yes! Wow, that's really awesome. Great job, as this is certainly enough to take out the giant. Do we have another black cube here? Yes, we are. Awesome. So before he gets a chance to hit back, the ranger has taken him out. Awesome. This means we get 2 additional valor cubes, and we are allowed to roll that treasure die twice, or 2 treasure dice in this case. Of course, those red thread cubes go back to the cup. So let's hope for something cool on those treasure dice. That's not too bad. 1 piece of gold. I certainly take this, and 1 additional instant card. And here we have the scroll of haste. Awesome. Speeds us up and gives us 1 defense die. Not too bad. Okay, let's add 1 additional thread cube here. Again, let's draw a crystal from the cup, because we are not able to get rid of the labyrinth, and this time only 1 citizen dies, so we are down to only 2 citizens, but I'm pretty confident we should be able to make it back to the town level. Yes, I guess that's the case. So let's compare the 3 thread cubes here to our 7 valor cubes here, and this means we will land in this box here, and in total this gives us 3 new citizens and 1 additional adventurer. And guess what? This brings us back to the town level of Karez. So we are now at 8. We still need 4 more citizens, and we still have 3 more rounds to go. So overall, I think we should be doing good. Of course, we still have to replenish this adventure here, and this is the last adventure from this deck here, and the last adventure under the blue deck is always green card, so it's getting slightly tougher. And here we see some catacombs with 2 thread cubes. Wow, okay, that's certainly something, and we see 2 of those undead enemies here. Wow, okay, this is definitely something not to underestimate, that's for sure. Let's get rid of the caravan. Let's reveal our new visitor here. And here we see a slaver. Awesome. Wow, we could sacrifice one of our citizens in order to gain 2 pieces of gold. Wow, that's really cruel. Okay, I think I will do one final round for this playthrough, but then I really will stop it. And the first thing I will do, I will send one of those adventurers here to produce another instant later on. I certainly have to sacrifice an additional adventurer to get an additional hero, that's for sure. And I think, let me see what I will be doing with the last adventurer. No, I think I will produce another piece of gold here. I think that's really necessary. Of course, I will also send in 2 citizens to the lava mill in order to get an additional piece of gold here. And I think I will use the healer's tent this round. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a healing potion somewhere. No, not at all. So let's use the healer's tent. And the healer's tent allows me now to basically deactivate any number of my heroes in order to heal them, but I cannot use them this round, so I think I will only tap the knight. I really need the ranger. It's really risky, I know that, but I think I have to do it that way. And with my last activation or guild token, I will send one party here to the Labyrinth. I really need to take care of at least one adventure this round. I certainly learned that, but I think this time I will really free up one of my guild tokens here from the black market, so I pay those 3 pieces of gold and regain this guild token here. But I think I cannot really use it this round. I could use it to kill some of the citizens, but right now I think I will not be doing this. I was really hoping for those barracks, but here I'm lacking 1 piece of gold, which is really a pity. I get a lot of gold, but unfortunately I get it too late for this round. So let's just use 2 additional citizens here at the blacksmith. Okay, let's start here again. Let's sacrifice this adventurer and choose 2 cards. Let's see, the wizard or the ranger. No, I think I already have a ranger, so I will certainly go for a wizard this round. Here I will grab 1 piece of gold. Here it's another piece of gold. Let's send those guys back. Here we can produce another instant. Let's see, telekinesis scroll, reroll 1 red die and the wizard gains 1. Wow, that's really awesome. I think I will certainly buy this one. That could be important for us, but first of all, let's produce another item here, another set of boots of speed. I think I will only buy 1 piece of item this round, and this would be the mana potion, so I have to pay 1 piece of gold. This can heal 1 wound, that's good. And if it's used by the wizard or the cleric, he gets 2 additional red dice, and this really sounds like a nice thing to have. Okie dokie, let's jump into the adventure phase. We enter the labyrinth, and these are the guys I'm taking with me. The ranger, unfortunately slightly wounded, but I really needed 3 characters. We see the rogue and the wizard, so overall not really a fighting party, but they really have a lot of cool items with them. And the first enemy would be 1 humanoid enemy, and here we see a minotaur who rolls a native 6, and the native 6 is bad news for the wizard, unfortunately, but apart from that he's only rolling 2 additional dice. Good thing is I gave the boots of speed to the wizard, so he basically borrowed them from the knight, so he will definitely go before the Minotaur, and overall we are really rolling a lot of defense dice now. Wow, and this is really a fighting power, it seems. So I roll 5 green dice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the case. Then 3 red dice here from the wizard, 2 from the rogue natively, and also 2 for the ranger when he will also activate the arrows of doom, which he will certainly do. And I already see that. Wow, I nearly missed that. I don't need to roll any dice because that's a 4, that's a 3. Those arrows are basically activated. That's a 3, that's a 4. Awesome. Long story short, this Minotaur is toast, and because we are all before him in the initiative order, this guy is down. Awesome. Okay, then let's draw the next card, and here we see the assassin, and he will certainly hit simultaneously, so he rolls 1 die. I already see a 3 here, 3 here on the arrows of doom. Of course he will again activate them. They will all hit at the same time, so this guy is already dead. He doesn't really know what's coming, it seems, but we still have to roll our 5 defense dice now and this 1 blue die. We don't need to roll the red dice because the assassin is already killed by the arrows of doom from the ranger. Let's see. Okay, that's not really nice defense, but this single die is not really a danger for us. So this assassin is also gone. Okay, we don't take any hits, which is cool news. Next we see a trap. And here we see a treasure vault. Okay, here the artwork is really... We can argue about this one. This means 3 blue dice, but of course we are still allowed to roll our 5 defense dice. Okay, 3 dice versus 5. Yeah, that's the case. Let's see. And this was really not very cool rolling. Unfortunately, none of those dice are defended, but I think only 1 die here is a hit. Yeah, that's the case. The rogue gets wounded, so we passed this trap. And yeah, then we pretty much have to deal with one of those ancient monsters here, and the succubus. Okay, 3 health points. She also goes basically simultaneously to us. Okay, that's not so nice. She rolls 4 dice. Good thing is we already inflicting 2 hits, 1 from the wizard, 1 from the arrows of doom here. That's already great news. So we only need to roll a 2, but we all roll the dice now simultaneously, so really a lot of dice, and I have no idea if they all fit into this dice tower here. Really reminds me of World of Warcraft, the board game. So let's see. Wow, a lot of dice. I really have to see what comes out of this. Okay, yeah. This is certainly the 2 we needed in order to take out the succubus. So we can get rid of all the red dice already. The succubus is certainly toast. So here we have a die that's cancelled here. That's great news. All the other dice, yeah, this die is also cancelled, which is great. This die is cancelled, leaving only this die behind. And unfortunately, this would be enough to kill our ranger. But we will use our mana potion, which can also be used in order to avoid the final wound that would kill you. Unfortunately, this is really a waste. This is 2 red dice, but this will save our ranger from taking his final hit. But of course, as I mentioned, this is enough to take out the succubus. Awesome. Those thread cubes are discarded. Therefore, we gain 3 additional valor cubes. And we are also allowed to roll the treasure dice 3 times. Okay, let's see. What do we get? Okay, those are 7 pieces of gold. So we are now really incredibly rich, as we now have 9 pieces of gold in total. Wow, this was really an awesome roll. So let's increase the threat here by 1. We still have to draw 1 crystal from the cup. Again, only 1 citizen will die. Not really a problem, I guess, for this round. We are still at 7, but of course we still compare the 3 threat here with the 10 Valor Cube we were able to get. And as those are clearly 5 or more Valor Cubes, then we do have threat cubes. 4 new citizens will find their way to our lovely town of Karez. So we are already knocking at the door, being a city once more. And this basically leaves us 1 or 2 more rounds in order to win this game. So I could now do the final cleanup, but I think I will end my playthrough of Fallen City of Karez. I really hope you liked the solo part of it. I must say it's kind of challenging, but I think a little bit more needs to be done in order to really make it a nightmare. I like those nightmares because I'm pretty sure I would be able to basically deal with the 1 or 2 more remaining adventurers out there. Of course, there will be 3 adventures at some point in time, and some of the citizens could still die, but I think during the next round I will still be able to gain 3 or 4 more citizens anyway, so I should be able to deal with any new adventures that might appear down the line. Yeah, hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and yeah, until then, bye bye.